you doing?
What's up?
We're just gonna hear talk all night. So how you doing tonight?
Hello.
Kevin, I'm gonna
Another version
need a little bit more
talk.
maturity out of you tonight than that. And that's when Matt just hits the button and we go to please stand by, technical difficulties.
I come back with the ice pack over my eye. It's like, how the fuck do you do that?
How do you get there so quickly?
Oh!
Didn't even stay for a drink. It's just he just came over, went back on his screen.
Clean yourself up. Thank you all for joining us tonight. If you're not aware, you are watching AdventureCheck, one of the Twitch streams on this platform known as Twitch. And tonight we are going to continue our Darkening of Mirkwood campaign. So, let's get right into it with a bit of a recap. Once I bring up music.
This counts as part of your timer. Kevin, go!
Well, that's some bullshit.
He did not. When he starts talking about it, that's when I start.
All right. So last week, Vali and Callan here spoke with Svior, the dwarven smith out of Dale, who was commissioned to make a helm for Seowyn the Generous, the woodman leader of the East Bight. After talking with her, they found that she was indeed commissioned for such a thing, but the metal that she required to make it never came in. It seemed that the importing caravan disappeared, never returned to Lake Town, and therefore never to Dale. On the other hand, Anelia and Arakrin discovered similar reports with the importer known as Var in Lake Town. He was in charge of importing several goods from outside of Lake Town, and that specific caravan was coming up the river running and has not been seen. It was due back a week ago, and several goods were obviously not to be found. The party reconvened, agreed to search down this caravan and hopefully get closer to what they are trying to figure out. Why the woodmen are trying to make this helm, why Seowyn may or may not be in danger from Mogdred, and who may be potentially betraying the good people of Middle-earth that they found was in Dol Guldur. So they went out in search of some boats to begin their search, and they got into a scuffle with the Fangs of Smaug, who had confiscated 2 boats from Var. And now they have those boats. After killing one, and he sank beneath the waves and was completely engulfed by swarming fish, if he wasn't dead before, he was then. Eaten alive, potentially.
Straight bird.
What a fate. The remaining thug quickly surrendered and was intimidated and scared off. And the Fellowship set sail on rowboats. So they didn't really sail, but you get the meaning. Heading south across Escaroth and heading for the river running. But that is not exactly where we're going to pick up today. We're going to pick up a few days earlier. Fuck you.
I was told to run it.
Who told you? Who gave you the authority?
Me!
You married her.
Evan, you're fired.
No, he's not.
Oh, this is tonight. This is tonight. So, we're actually going to pick up a few days earlier. And to do so, I need everyone except Jake to deafen themselves, except for Matt, because if he deafens himself, no one in the audience is going to be able to hear me. So Matt, I need you to take your headphones off. I will give you a thumbs up when you can return. The rest of you can deafen yourselves to make sure you don't hear a thing I say.
Who could it be?
Wait. I will wait. I will.
Yes, one deafen.
I will server deafen Kevin. All right. Excellent. Excellent. So.
Now that character sheet right away.
Now that it's just the two of us.
Ooh.
Just you and I.
Oh no. Somebody
if you need to make any rolls, you can go ahead and just whisper roll them to me with a GM roll. That way the others don't see who's rolling. So.
Do a test.
Salphos.
Dude.
Several days ago, Salphos, you received a summons from an anonymous benefactor from Dale. Not much information within the summons, though they requested you return to Dale and meet with them. And if you did, that they potentially had information to help restore, they had information to put you on a path to help restore your family's place of power within Dale in the Barding Society. And I believe you are accepting that summons, that you are returning to Dale.
Yes, Salphos will be accepting the summons.
All right. Excellent. Excellent. So you make your way back home, essentially, back to Dale. And where is Major City Market? That'll work. You arrive up, coming through the main gates of the Traders Road, and make your way into Market Square near the Missing Scale Inn. And I'll pull up the map of Dale just for the sake of things. They won't know any better what's going on.
They're all like, "Whoa, what's going on?"
Like, oh god, we're in Dale. How do we get to Dale? I thought we were in Lake Town. Where are we?
I haven't seen this before.
You make your way towards the Market Square and where the Missing Scale Inn are. And it's a busy afternoon with the sun peeking through a mostly cloudy sky. You stand there a bit in your adventurer's garb, hood, armors, weapons, observing the traders and merchants peddling their wares on a busy afternoon. Knowing that the note that you were sent said, "Return to Dale and we'll find you." So you do not know exactly who you're meeting with. But it's not long until afterwards you hear a noise around a corner into an alley between a couple of the buildings. Like a psst. Hey. Yeah, you.
Yeah, me?
Yeah, you. Come here.
Approach cautiously.
Right. You move over towards the alleyway, and there's a thin gentleman in a dark brown cloak. Fairly unremarkable clothing underneath. Seems peasantry, something used to blend in for most part. You're Salphos, right?
Maybe. What's it to you?
It's not anything to me. I'm just a messenger. But the fact that you're here means you're willing to talk, or at least willing to listen. So if you're willing to listen further, you can follow me.
All right.
All right. He turns around, puts his back to you, and steps further into the alleyway.
Oh boy.
He walks down about 10 feet and goes to a wooden door in the side of one of the buildings. And opens it. and stands back and gestures inwards back towards you.
Okay.
You enter?
I'll enter.
All right. You walk in, and shortly after you walk in, he comes in behind you, closes the door. And you hear a bit of noise coming from within. I will... Yeah, we'll just do this one for the fun of it. Ignore the crickets. There's no crickets. This isn't night. Now it's just confusing the rest of the players of what's going on. You walk in and you are hit with the smell of various spices and sweet aromas, almost like perfume. The lighting in here is dimmer, and the music is calmer, string-like, and it seems that this is a bit more elegant of a place. Not cafe-like, but think of a more uppity restaurant-esque venue.
Okay.
And the person that led you in here steps past you, goes up a couple of feet, and points over to the corner of the main area. And as you look out, you see several tables with linen cloths scattered about, candles, flowers, a whole get up of what's the atmosphere that they're trying to portray. And off into the corner, you see a table, not in the shadows, but off and away, with a older gentleman sitting there, shocked white hair and a graying goatee, who doesn't seem to be hiding in any stretch of the imagination. You look over and he's dressed in a bit more elegant attire, golds, blues, bit more of a nobility-like aura coming from him. Just over there.
All right, thank you.
And he dips out and goes back into the alley. I assume you go over and to the table?
Yeah, I'll approach the table.
As you approach, the gentleman sitting there is cutting a bit of his meal and looks up and sees you, and he outstretches his arms from beneath his robes, and you see a glimmering of jewelry, rings, and bracelets. Ah, Salphos. Please, have a seat.
Aye. He'll take a seat.
So, you're the son of the great... You're the last son of the great remaining Fey family, are you not?
Maybe. How do you know my family?
Well, they haven't been around here for many a year, but...
I mean, there's a good reason for that.
There is indeed, and it depends on who you talk to what that reason is. But your family and mine have been once intertwined like this. We helped each other. And it was a terrible shame of what happened to your family. But I do believe I can help you out, and I can help your family like you once helped me.
All right. So what can you do for me?
My employer is of one who has great influence in this town. And he has great influence beyond this town.
I mean, that's quite a few people if you want to go so broad. Mind narrowing it down?
I am not at liberty to say, just know that he may have the ear of a one-king bard.
That is a good ear to have.
It is indeed. And with the right bit of advice and a right bit of influence, coin here, a favor there, soon the Fey family is returned to its proper place. All we need of you is some information. You see, our network of eyes and ears only extends so far. And we have word that some goods of ours have gone missing, and some foreign agents have been dispatched to recover them. Currently, we are in no position to interfere with this, but we are curious what they are doing and what they're doing with it. All we require you to do is follow these foreign agents and report back of what they found and what they're going with it. And in return, we will give you information and a couple of gems from our treasury.
Just want me to do some simple spy work.
Yes? Something you're very well suited for, if our information is correct.
Yes, and Bort usually tuned to taking on the kind of orcish and goblin type, but
Well, I'm sure there will be no shortage of that. However, our current eyes are set upon these four.
what are you missing? So what am I looking for in case I know if they found it?
Well, we have an extensive network of trade and goods from all across the land, from as far down south as Gondor to as far east as Harad. The shipment has gone missing, and there are things in there that we wish to have. Nothing of any remedial value, but we can't have our own supply lines being raided. Sends the wrong message. So
That
we're curious. We're curious who may be responsible for this, and if these four have anything to say in it.
I'll take a look at them.
Excellent.
Are you still not going to tell me what I'm looking for in case they have it? I can maybe swipe it back.
Not at this time. We merely are more interested on their whereabouts and what they are up to. So keep an eye on them. If they find any sort of goods or shipments, and you tell us where they are, we'll know exactly what we're looking for.
I see. I guess I could agree to this deal.
Excellent. And as a sign of good faith, my man out back will have a couple of emeralds for you. Do see that you put them to good use if you need them for supplies or trade at all. And do stay out of sight. We can't have you being seen. We'll deny everything to the day we die.
Enough, and I never got your name, so.
No, you didn't.
All right. That's what I thought was good.
If this goes well, a good word will be put into you straight to King Bard himself. If there's no other questions or any need of me, you may go. I'm sure at this point they might have a day's head start on you. Head south with the river running.
That's not far. I can catch up.
Excellent. You'll be looking for 2 elves, a man, and a Dunedain.
Where's the man from?
He's a barding as well.
Easy enough then.
Yes, do stay out of sight, and please dispatch a message as soon as you can with any information. Happy hunting. And he returns to his meal as he slides over a pouch of 3 small emeralds to you.
Piece of candy.
That are essentially worth like 50 gold pieces total.
Cool. And then this character did hit 11, right? So I'll make it.
Yeah.
The end. Okay. I'll make this really easy. Ooh, big old 20 max stat. I do not want to get hit by him. Jesus Christ.
He's getting a big old smick.
Mm.
All right.
Oh, it's doing the double flip.
Yep, I hear that. God, I don't know why it does that. All right, so you head back out and make your way south.
Yes.
Right. As you make your way out towards the main gate, you're waved down by somebody else who brings forth some reins with a horse. Here, you'll need this.
Thanks.
You gallop out from Dale, heading south towards Lake Town, and running the whole shore of Escaroth, and then for the river running, trying to catch up to your quarry. And with that, we will return to the rest of the Fellowship.
Oh god, it's so double.
Ah! Doubling. Still?
Doubling. Oh, yeah. Let me refresh battle words.
Yeah, I'm gonna have everyone do it.
Here I am.
Welcome back. Is BattleBards playing double for everybody still?
I can't tell
I can't tell.
because I wasn't listening.
It just sounds like chatter.
Fair enough. Everyone go ahead and refresh BattleBards because it started freaking out during that.
Oh.
Yeah, for some reason
Oh,
I forgot.
I hear
forgot
it.
you guys couldn't hear that either. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Travel. Wanderer. Okay. All right. So, the four of you take the oars of your boats and move right into the mouth of the river running. Who is controlling the boats?
Not me.
I'm rowing one.
All right,
Yeah,
so we have
I'm rowing another.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'll row the other one.
Oh, I know from last session, Anelia started rowing one.
Did I say, weren't there 3 boats?
I know we're in two.
there were
so-
3, but you guys took 2.
Oh, I'm with Callan here, so it's you two are together, and then I think it was me and Callan here, so I'm rowing the one with Callan here.
Poor
Alright.
bastard.
So Anelia is rowing, and Valia is rowing.
Stroke.
No,
I will
Raccoon's
give.
rowing and Molly.
I will give Anelia help with my bonus action by just talking to her.
I thought you were gonna say like paddling with my hands.
Am I doing it?
Callan here is just like lounging. He's like, "Oh yeah, there's a log there. Look out for it."
He's on the back of the boat, just pedaling with his feet.
I
Okay.
see it, Callan here. Do not worry.
Callan here's like, I will help, and I will go to paddle the water. No, it's wet. No.
Oh no, I can imagine this like little stick coming by the boat, and he'll just be like, pick it up and go, shoo! There, I helped.
He's
These
just
are all
behind you.
true.
Or even better yet, he's behind you, standing up with a spyglass, going, tin can, straight ahead. Oh, nope. Nope, that's just a frog.
Put your back into it.
I'll put your back into something if you don't stop.
Damn.
Wow, you're lucky. You're lucky I'm not playing Callan. Actually, any of my characters at that point would have responded with, God, I hope so. Alright.
You hear?
So-
I wish Nathan was still in this campaign from any other boat. Nice.
Yeah, you just hear it from way off in the distance. Nice.
Who's that? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Alright.
Some guy.
So the four of you enter the mouth of the river running and pick up with the current of the river running south. And Anelia and Arakar and the two of you are rowing to the best of your ability to keep up, as most of the current is doing it for you. The sun is high in the sky. It is bright and it is a very warm day, even with a slight breeze coming off of the water. You see pretty much nothing but water straight out ahead of you for as far as the eye can see, even elf eyes.
Aww.
And off into your flank, some distance away, are the shorelines of the river itself. And as you move along, you see there is some slight debris, such as logs, twigs, moss floating through the river as you move on by. You see birds circling above you, and even wildlife trotting off alongside you, whether they be deer or other wild beasts like wolves. Is there anything anyone wishes to do or say while they are traveling?
I will play my flute.
Callan here attempts to summon his Oompa Loompas.
While I'm rowing, I'm just going to be talking about completely mundane and pointless stories the whole time that are just pointless rabble.
You doing a campfire tales? Is that what you're telling me?
Pretty much. I don't think anyone needs healing, though.
I think some of us lost a few hit points from that.
Anelia got me right back up.
Oh,
think
yeah.
I'm actually okay.
I'm
Yeah, I
missing
think-
a few, but it's no big.
Well, you're not resting,
I'm
you're
okay.
rowing.
That's true.
If you were resting then, you could get some campfire
Yeah.
tales. And it's only when
No
you use
big.
the hit die, so...
Yeah. I can only imagine Anelia right now rowing, and as she's rowing, she sees like herbs and flowers that she could have been foraging, like as they're going down, and she would just be like, "Oh, I want to get those."
No, you don't want to eat that. One time I ate that and I had the shites for like 4 days in a row. It was like liquid butter coming right out. And the smell, it could drive even an orc away with the way that it reeks.
I think you ate those wrong, or you ate something completely different, because there's a flower here that helps with some remedies, and I think it's over there, but I don't want to stop the boat to go get them. I was
don't know,
able to pick
just
some up,
saying.
though, on my way over.
I ain't any more weird flowers.
Callan here's gonna stop playing his flute to drink from his wineskin at this conversation, and then return to playing his flute.
All right.
Uh, what else? I got nothing else, yeah. She's just kind of
It's
doing the
actually
thing.
rambling on.
Alright. So some hours pass of rowing, and you make some good distance into the river running. And out ahead of you, at least the rowers begin to notice that the current begins to pick up a little bit more, and as the river begins to narrow ever so slightly. But you do notice that the water ahead looks like it's going to cease being calm.
I mean, it's called river running for a reason, I guess.
Thanks.
Boo.
The two rowers, go ahead and give me perception checks.
Oh boy. You remember that thing I'm not proficient at?
Wait, I thought I was rowing.
You're on the same boat as Anelia. Oh, never mind.
I don't understand who's rowing anymore.
Well, wait, Callan's here said he was assisting me by talking, so...
He's not rowing.
Callan
yeah,
here is
but I
not
thought by
roaring.
saying that he was in...
Callan here and
my
Anelia are on the same boat.
That, yeah, that's what I
Aracrin
mean.
and Valia are on the same boat.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Alright. Well, the two rowers, whoever you are, based on those can tell that in a minute or two, you guys will be coming on top of rough water in the form of rapids.
I'll let Volley roll now. It's his turn.
I thought I was rowing to begin with.
We had a paddle each, but I gave you the other one.
The fuck?
I've lost control. Okay.
Would you have it?
Never. All right.
Does it
Yeah,
look
I'm
like we
upset.
need to keep going then? Like, based on where we're trying to head, do we need to keep, like, go through it?
You guys don't know where you're heading.
I guess that's fair.
We're supposed to be looking for signs of
Yeah.
boats.
ER.
I kind of half assumed someone said they were going to be doing that, but when I gave you that opportunity, no one said they were doing that, so...
Welcome once again, jackasses in Middle Earth.
Hey, I'm Valley. I'm Volley. Welcome to Jackass. Middle Earth.
Should we stop here and continue the rest on foot?
But wasn't the boat attacked on water? Shouldn't we just stay on water?
Well, we
Wasn't
might.
the point
If
to
we're-
bring the boats back?
If we're lucky, perhaps they'll attack us.
We totally look like we have something of value.
I thought the point was to bring the boats back. Why would we continue on foot?
Well,
And we were supposed to bring the goods back if we find any. More location information.
With that, it's not long until you guys are on top of the rapids.
okay. Well, that's too late now. We took too long.
I'm just
Oh,
riding.
this is his combat music. This is bad.
Called an environmental encounter. So as the two boats come crest over a very small waterfall and actually end up into a stretch of rapids, the two boats get tossed around a bit as the rest of you bounce back and forth within your boats. The two rowers, I need you two to give me... We'll use concentration. Give me Constitution saving throws to remain to concentrate on rowing.
And they got carried
2020.
off with,
Oh god.
with the
Oh, God.
wanderer who had
Flashbacks. Oh god.
20 and 25. Okay, the two of you bounce around a bit as you keep a hand on your oars and quickly move side to side, trying to keep the boats straight and trying to navigate them through the rapids. The other two of you, I need dexterity saving throws.
Oh no!
Dexterity, you say? 22.
Oh, yeah, make it dexterity.
Yep.
17.
17. Okay, 17 and 22. So as the ships, or the boats, not ships, crash amidst the waves and get turned sideways and then quickly get brought back around as the rowers try to keep a handle on the situation. Anelia, your boat turns too much to the right and the bow almost dips underneath the water and almost juts forward a bit. Callan, here, you slide down on your back and you grab onto the side of the boat as the water slaps up and almost knocks your hand loose and you slip and you grip a little bit harder and you stay in just barely. Aracrin, as Volley keeps the boat steady and centered, the rapid hits you from the right and almost capsizes the boat just for a half a second, but Volley's able to push it back down, but your grip was not there and you've come right out and right into the water.
No!
Well,
No.
it was nice knowing Aracrin.
I was gonna say, if that 22 dex save was just barely. Oh no!
Hell, I'm in heavier armor than I'm used to.
Donk, donk, donk.
Anelia, what are you doing?
I'm gonna.
I'm tempted to tell Callan here to take the rows, and I'm about to go jump in myself and get him. That would be her instinct.
I'm good in
So-
Dex too. This sucks.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shout, Callan here, take the rows, not the reins. God, this isn't a horse.
What do I do with
Just take
these?
the wheel.
Yeah, and she's gonna stand and just go whoop right in the water and try to get Aracrid.
All right, you dive amongst the waves.
That was a bad idea.
Callan here takes up the oars. Callan here, what do you do? She hands you the oars.
He's like, the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
I say, what do I do with this? I'm gonna try something that's
What?
I'm gonna try something that's a little crazy. I'm going to just I guess I can't do that. That's a bad idea. No, I was just gonna ride the waves without rowing it and see what would happen, so I could just concentrate staying on the ship.
You
But-
die.
But I think that's a bad idea because the ship could still crash.
Okay.
I will just I will do my best to row.
All right. You go ahead and can take up and continue rolling as best you can. Volley, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try and bring the boat closer to Aracrid.
Okay.
So when Anela gets him, I can just kind of like help bring him up into my boat.
All right, so you shove the oar deep into the water and try and slow yourself and turn just a bit, trying to slow down your momentum as much as you can. You have no anchor and nothing you can do, so the current is going to take you. You're just trying to slow yourself down and give yourself into a better position as best you can.
I know you.
What?
Do I hit the boat since he's like turning, like he's took an oar, it would turn the boat? Yeah, do I hit the boat and go unconscious? That'll be fun.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Not yet. Anelia, you dive amongst the waves, and
In your heavy armor.
I need the two of you underwater to both give me athletics checks at disadvantage.
Ooh. Oh
Not
no.
me.
Oh no.
Athletics. That might be
14.
bad.
Oh god, she's gonna be drowning worse than me.
I'm gonna give you guys like, can someone play like the British Navy in background?
You're gonna play taps.
Brr, brr, brr.
You dive under the waves and start swimming deeper to try and get to Aracrid. But as you do, Volley shoves the oar underneath and
Oh, you're gonna get unconscious.
breaks, and you get hit in the back of the head,
Ow.
completely expending the air in your body and throwing it out into the water.
Whoops. Let's not try saving y'all.
Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, but those. Yeah.
Okay.
Woo!
You take 3 points of damage
Okay.
For- drowning.
Per bitch slap.
You succeeded, so that was halved. But you basically get hit in the back of the head with the oar, and you let go of all your air, and instinctively gasp, which just floods your lungs with water, so you are now technically drowning.
I'm drowning. You're drowning.
Aracrid, you're able to get your senses briefly and stay and keep the air within you and start making your way to the surface.
Is this how my character dies?
Drowning in a river. Aracrid. Or not, sorry, Callan here. You just keeping up the waves?
He's like,
Yeah,
nope, I'm not helping.
I'm just going with the flow of the water. I'm not trying to fight it. I'm just trying to stay in the
Okay.
boat.
Okay, yeah, give me a dexterity saving throw.
He's like, I'm gonna do
yes.
the easy thing.
Yes, that's what I want. Natural 20,
okay.
baby!
Oh, I forgot to do the failure too.
Bye,
you-
Anelia!
Dig your nails into the side of the boat as it gets tossed about through the rapids. But not only are you able to stay seated in it, you're actually able to lean and push it back and forth within the boat and navigate your way out of the rapids.
Now this is pod racing.
Volley, you still just trying to hold your position as best you can?
At this point, if I felt like a thunk on my fucking oar, apparently, I'm gonna try and pull, like, kind of be like on the edge of my boat, trying to pull, at least keep their heads up above water, and then from there they can try and hopefully grab onto the boat and fish themselves back in or something.
Okay, you reach down into the water to try and grab one?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like bobbing for apples.
Blindly? You just reach down and try to grab whoever?
No, so as I'm looking, I'm just gonna kind of like quickly, like, as I'm holding the oar, peer over the boat, kind of see like, hey, who the fuck did I hit? And then realize like Anelia is kind of like face down, just kind of like floating a little bit. Hopefully try and grab her at least.
Okay, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, I never had to do that before. I actually have to find that one. Okay. Oof.
And okay, you look over and you dunk your hand beneath the surface, and you feel around and you feel the tips of like her cloak, the cloth, and you go to grab that and you miss, and you end up on the breastplate area and actually go to try and find the seam, but your fingers just slide right off of the metal. You're not able to actually grip her. Yep.
I was picturing like a cartoon kind of thing, like I reach in, pull out a crocodile, but nope, not her.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Or pull out fucking what's his name? Mogdred for some reason. The fuck?
Yeah, it's just him. No, you pull out the One Ring.
No.
Oh, done.
Oh.
Huh. Weird.
What's this?
I don't
Okay.
need this right now.
Since I missed, I'm gonna try and stabilize the boat, like kind of like staying in line with these two.
Okay. Anelia, go ahead and give me another con save.
I'm good at those.
Well,
Wow,
okay.
I really am.
You take only another 3 damage of suffocation
Okay.
as you still continue to drown.
Can I move? Try
Yes.
to move or swim at all?
Yeah, now you can.
Oh, okay.
Your last turn, essentially. I'm doing this without initiative, so...
Right. So, I mean, I'm not gonna, like, completely... I'm gonna keep going in the direction that the current is going, but I want to try to at least, like, swim up the direction upward to try to at least hit surface of the water.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Was that at disadvantage like last time?
No,
Okay.
not this turn.
Okay. Well, that's a 10 anyway.
And no, you're not able to break the surface.
Well, this is great!
You're moving with the current, but you're not able to break the surface. Anything else?
No. I mean, I don't know if I can do anything else. I mean, so trying to swim and whatnot is, I mean, well, I guess I'm thinking
That's your
combat.
action.
That's my action? Okay.
Yeah. I'm treating trying to get to the surface as the action,
So
not your movement.
Can I ask if I can potentially see underwater if there's anything, if like smoother current is coming up of some sort?
Give me a nature check.
Okay.
Is there a better horizon coming?
It's
am I gonna die?
water!
It's murky, and the rapids are stirring up so much of the sediment on the riverbed, and it is so hard to see down.
Okay, I mean, I guess then if it counts as movement of some sort, I'm just gonna try to keep going with the current, and also also see if things get calmer if I just keep going that way. I don't know. But
Yeah.
otherwise, if I that's it really.
Alright, Arakron. To break the surface.
Yeah.
Alright, give me an athletics check.
No.
An 11. How long can they hold their breaths? What's your con?
Oh.
2.
I think it's
Yeah,
I think it's a con modifier is the number of minutes.
I have plus
So
2.
you can hold your breath for 2 minutes. That's a little ridiculous. Alright.
There's supposed to be heroic characters, but you could always change that if you want.
Right. No, it's fine.
Brian
Okay.
froze.
That froze.
Not for
froze.
me.
Oh, for me you did.
Yeah, he did for me.
Oh.
I'm the lucky one.
I was gonna say he was fine
Really
for me too.
Let me break the overlay for half a second.
There you go.
Um,
Well, if I can't break, then I'll just pull my shit out and use it to brace against whatever fucking rocks are coming my way.
yeah, because that was actually the next thing I was gonna get to. On your side, you
tower
begin
shield and just start using it as like a big shield.
for every movement you make trying to get to the surface, a pocket of air and water hits you from above and knocks you down further. You're still moving with the current, but it actually moves you down. Give me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh my god.
No.
We're gonna die.
Oh god.
Technically,
Nah.
the rules for drowning
This
is
dude.
1 plus con mod minutes.
So 3 minutes, I am gonna die.
Jeez.
I'm rolling shitty rolls tonight.
Wow, you got lucky. You take 3 bludgeoning damage as you collide against a rock.
Ooh. It's because of that shield. It's because of that shield was out. That's why.
Yeah. You just take it out just in time in the slow motion of underwater, and you just ricochet off of the rock. Callan here.
Oh,
Just riding the wave?
I'm out of the rapids now, right?
Yeah, you end up probably a good 20 to 30 feet ahead of Volley's boat, but you have hit smoother water.
I'm just going to just let the boat float on slowly. I'm not gonna try to go back for them. I'm not gonna also try to get away from them either, but I will just try to survey the area nearby, just see if there's anything around that could help us or anything we're looking for. I don't know. My options
Okay.
are a little limited here.
Give me a perception check.
Unless I'm just double checking to make sure I don't have like rope or something, and I don't. Sam,
I don't either. That's what I
Sam
was
would be
trying to
very
do.
upset with us. Never
I
leave
do.
home without a
Oh
rope.
shit, I do.
And there's a cat.
Probe alive.
19.
19. You look around and you see it's really hard to see into those rapids. You can't tell if they're bubbles from somebody drowning or if it's just coming up from the waves crashing about, so there's not much you can get out of there. You do notice that the river narrows just ever so slightly further south, and way off in the distance is a clump of trees in the east. And other than that, is just animals moving about. There's a couple of deer on the western bank who are just sort of standing there watching, going, "The fuck are these people doing?"
So I did unfortunately miss just the very first part of that, but the only thing noticeable is you said a coast cusp of trees, however you say that word.
Yeah,
Clump.
way out in the distance in the south, on the eastern bank, is
Okay.
a clump of trees, probably like a small wood. It's not near big enough to probably be classified as a forest, but
But probably
like
big enough to
I'm just
hide
thinking.
something.
it seems substantial.
Thinking.
Volley.
So at this point, my dumbass realizing I do have a rope in my inventory. I'm gonna throw it off to the side. I'm assuming I can at least see both of them.
I think we're
Give me a
both
perception
underwater.
check real quick.
I think we're both under.
Okay. They're both under.
I'm like a murloc.
18. You think you see a shadowy shape beneath the waves.
Okay, so I'm assuming they're not. I'm assuming at this point they're not conscious enough to grab the rope. So
You can't see the rope.
Yeah, so y'all can't see the ropes. Really no point. So I'm gonna try and go fishing again.
All right. Throw the line. Wait, you reach in. Sorry, I misinterpreted. You reach in for them, or you throw the rope out?
I'm gonna reach in for them. If they can't
Alright,
see
give
the
me-
rope, there's really no point.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check.
All right, come on, big money.
16.
Please don't.
You
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like,
you reach back in into the water and you move your arm or your hand through it trying to find something, and at the last second you catch a bit of hard to tell what it is, armor, leather, cloak, but you grab onto it and you start pulling out with all of your might, and you bring to the surface by one of their scabbards, Anelia. Breaks the surface and gasps for air.
and then as she breaks, am I able to pull her in to the boat?
Yeah, I'll say with that you're able to take two hands and pull her into the boat as she stumbles in and go.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I don't have to mouth to mouth. Okay.
Oh, that didn't quite work. What do you mean next one? He's still down there?
Yes.
I curse in Elvish.
Alright, that brings us to Anelia, so luckily
Oh.
you're not drowning anymore.
I
Go back
curse in Elvish. Yeah. Go back in, buddy. No. Am I able to see the general vicinity of where Arachne is? A
Give me a
shadow?
Give me a perception check.
A blurb of things? Okay. 14.
You see a couple of different shadows. One is larger than the others. But it's hard to make out anything definitive.
Son of a. Okay. I'm gonna. Then I guess I'll try the same approach that Volley did, because he got me, so. I'm just gonna be like. Poof. Would I happen to. No, never mind. That's like really far-fetched, but I was gonna try to see if I could grab like advantage with that, with my idea, but never mind.
What's your idea?
Well, so because she's really good on survival tactics and has like traveled by herself and knows like how to hunt for game and everything really well, I randomly thought of her like how some people can just like grab down with their hands and like fish. I was wondering if she would know enough or be knowledgeable enough with her survival tactics to be able to do the same thing and try to like really hone in on getting Arachne, but that's like super.
You can give me a survival check instead if that's what you want.
Sure.
You can
I'm
see if
good
that
at
does
that.
anything for you.
Okay. Son of a bitch.
You-
Okay.
Plunge your hand underneath and you feel something and you grab onto it and you lift it up and it's a fish.
Well, good to know I can still do that. I throw the fish into the boat.
Into the boat. Okay, so
Yep.
you throw it and start flopping around.
Yeah. I guess that's it, because... Go on to the next person, I guess.
Arachne,
Oh boy.
trying to break surface or...
I don't think that's a good idea. I think I should just try power throughing and swimming through the currents, like laterally, and using the shield as like a makeshift paddle and a shield to block oncoming rocks. And kind of
Okay.
look ahead and try and avoid rocks.
We see Arachne shield surfing in the water. Like, what the actual fuck?
Right. Okay. Give me an athletics check just so you can swim with the current to try and get out of the rapids
Hey,
instead of breaking surface. 14. Okay, this is much easier for you to do. You are able to swim with the current and get some good
just
distance.
taking the shield in front and making it go side to side as a super speed paddle.
Yeah. You were able to move with it, and thanks to moving with the current, you are able to get out of the rapids at this point.
Hey!
And gently swim to the top without and to the surface and break it without fighting the rapids above you anymore.
Like, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Oh! Hi, Arachnid!
No, Kellen here. Hey.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, where's Anelia?
Where's Anelia?
I thought she was with you!
She jumped in the water and I assumed drowned, so we have to move on without her.
Why would she do that?
I told her it was a bad idea, but you know, I
That
had
is a
3
bad
seconds to
idea.
dissuade her.
Turns around. Oh, hey, Anelia!
I used my shield to get through.
Clever
What the
thinking.
crap?
I just let the current take me.
Alan here is Pinnacle, go with the flow.
Okay, you gonna help me on the boat?
Yeah, of course, and I'll just offer him an oar.
Just treading water, and they're like, anybody? It's like, no, we just wanted to make sure you weren't dying. This is fine.
By the way, there's a suspicious cusp of trees over there.
Ah,
Okay.
that's it.
Oh, hi, Anelia. Glad to see you didn't drown.
Yes, hi, Callan here. Yes, it worked so well what I was trying to do.
Why did you jump in after me? That was
It was
terrible.
instinctive. I did not want you to drown, but I will remember this for next time.
Well, Anelia, I think that was very heroic.
Oh,
I
I
got
do
a fish,
appreciate
however.
that.
I'm gonna pick up the fish and go. I did get this though.
A slimy fish for
Probably could create a song about this.
I has a fish. I got some fish. Smeagol.
That's a weird. That's a very strange song, Arachnid. Are you all right?
No, I might have hit my head a little bit under there.
Anelia, you got like a little blood down the back of your neck.
Oh well, there's a flesh wound. No problem.
Tis a flesh wound.
Is the fish dead?
It's still wriggling a bit, but it's dying.
You're suffocating it. You're getting revenge on.
Smack it across on the boat.
I was really thinking about that, but I was like, I don't know.
You know what you
It's
really
nice
should do,
and
Anelia? You should eat
cool.
it raw and wriggling.
Okay, I was incredibly concerned by all of you with the potential murderings of the people back there, but
I don't know what
now
you're talking about.
you're telling me to eat a raw fish? What?
I ain't telling you
Raw
shit,
fish is
lass.
really good.
Do what you want.
No, when we take a rest, I will cook this and it can be a meal for us.
I mean, we put them out of their misery. You're just letting the thing suffocate.
It's a fish.
Remember what Radagast said?
Life
Respect the
all life
wildlife.
is important.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do respect the wildlife.
Fish are friends.
Not food.
Also, don't cross squirrels because they will fuck you up.
And they talk.
Hey, oh, you crossing on my turf, man.
Oh, I forgot about Gangster Squirrel.
Oh my god. This is that kind of stream tonight, isn't it?
I'm gonna AO you right in the face.
But, like I said, suspicious cusp of trees over there. We might want to check it out.
It's
Right.
a thicket. A thicket.
Great. Callan here, go ahead and row over there, and I guess Volley, you row us over there, and we will regroup.
Arachnid, if you would do the honors of rowing.
I just gonna stare at Callan here as I'm wrenching water out of my coat. A row string beam.
I'll row.
We got to pump you up.
No,
We're
no,
gonna
no,
pump?
no, no.
You
Actually-
up.
Actually, no. Instead of me rowing, I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna turn to Arachnid. I'm gonna be like, but you're just You're so much better at it. You're so much stronger. We'd get there much faster, and then you could rest while I scout out the cusp of trees. I'm going to try to persuade him to row.
It is a ways off. Like, you can see it way off in the distance.
Okay, fine. I'll row, give you a break, and then you can pick up later.
All right.
I'm gonna start prepping the fish for cooking. Like, I'm gonna start
Laying it?
Yeah, that's the word. I almost said skinning, and I was like, that's not the right term.
I'm gonna flay it.
Anelia plays with her fish.
She's making a mess in the boat, leaving blood everywhere.
Scales, blood.
You...
What? Have you not done this before?
No. Well, yes, but not on a boat.
I
Hey,
take off my one boot, and a fish is gonna jump out of my boot back into the water as I dump the water.
Arachrid, do you want to sing some sea shanties with me?
I guess.
Let's have a song, lads.
Hang on. Hang on.
Oh yes, with sea shanties trending on Twitter lately.
I don't care if this doesn't fit. It's happening.
Is it skull and bone?
That's what he said.
Wow.
Wow. No.
Wow.
We need an emote that just goes wow for every time Kevin says something.
There's a video. It's the duel between Anakin Skywalker and Count Dooku in it, but every time there's a lightsaber noise, they replace it with I think it's Owen Wilson going wow.
Wow.
You see John Wick with Owen Wilson replacing every gunshot in the movie.
What?
It's just wow.
Oh, John Wick.
Yeah, it's just John Wick, but they replace all the gunshots with Owen Wilson's. They're just wow. Wow.
The one I saw was like Anakin and Obi-Wan. They were facing Darth Maul, and every like lightsaber clash was wow.
I saw Bully Maguire versus Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. They made Bully Maguire. Oh, well, we can't sing Drunken Sailor?
Oh, I think this played on one of my painting streams. I liked it.
I played all the shanties on your stream. Alright. So as Callan here recites a ancient elven poem to the tune of his flute. Don't ask me how he's doing them both at the same time.
Ooh, do I recognize it? If it's an ancient
No. It's Callan here.
Okay.
And
all right.
on the flute, and Arachrin doing the singing.
All right. So Arachrin recites an old Numenorian poem.
Oh, Anelia has an instrument also. She'll take it out after she's done with the fish.
What instrument does she have?
I don't know. It really just says musical instrument. I don't think I picked one.
Well, then you don't
Hey,
have one.
you know the last time you forgot to pick something, the DM made it randomly change every time you went for it.
Are you talking about Pepe?
I'm talking about Pepe.
Oh, I was gonna be like, what will they do with a drunken sailor?
Is there like a little guitar kind of instrument, a string instrument to pluck at with that elves will play? A lute? Do they have lutes here in... What do the Rivendell elves play?
Roll me a
They
d6.
broke down my lute and kicked in my
Roll me a
teeth.
d6. This is what we're discussing right now as we sing a pirate's life.
3!
A 3. You reach into your pack. Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
What
Yo
is it?
ho, fiddly dee.
You reach into your pack and you pull out a flute.
It's another flute.
Yo ho, fiddly dee. What do
Now
we
we've
do
got
with a
dueling
pirate?
flutes.
Okay. Anelia will she'll finish with her fish and wash her hands in the water, and then she'll be like, oh, I know this one, and she'll take it out and harmonize with Callan here so that he's still the melody.
You are a pirate. Dun, 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 dun.
Callan here, I don't mean to put character thoughts in your head, but I like to think at this point, Callan here's immediate reaction is, this was a solo, not a duet, you bitch.
Callan here's first thought is, oh, we could make this into a show, like dueling flutists.
So,
Get money that way, these street performers.
if this whole adventuring thing doesn't work out. So you guys sail for another couple of hours as this starts setting. You still have a while before it's night, but you come on to these clump of trees on the eastern bank of the river. And for those of you looking at the map, that's about this area, depending on how zoomed in you are. And you ride the coast a bit. It seems like this tree line goes for maybe a mile or two in the southerly direction. And if you get probably 2/3 of the way through it, you find on the bank about two rowboats and a larger raft-looking boat pushed up onto the sands of the coast. Words.
I believe that's where we want to land.
Very well.
Alright, let's go.
So you guys take your oars and make your way over to the shoreline, and you get out and place your feet into the water and push your boats up onto the coast and pretty much secure your things and look around. You see the trees. It goes in pretty far. Nothing you can see immediately. You see the other boats a couple of feet from you in a fairly calm river. And that is where we're going to take a 5-minute break.
B.O.B.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
With more shanties.
Ooh.
Dead ass.
Yar.
Fuckers! And we're back. More shanties. So, thank you all for joining us tonight. Before we continue, we have our run-of-the-mill typical things we need to get through. First of all, the shanty you are hearing now, the one you heard earlier, and all the other soundscapes and ambient music we use is courtesy of Battle Bards. So if you want to bring the next level of immersion and soundscapes to your tabletop, whether it's virtually like this or another physical table with everybody gathered round having good times with some pizza and some dice and role-playing to your heart's content like the good old days back in 2019, then you should head over to battlebards.com and get yourself a BattleBards Prime subscription. A
was not
Prime
good for me.
subscription will get you streaming access to their entire library, including plate mail games. Give you a 20% discount on all in-store purchases, and access to a caster and a soundboard and even a mixer. So if you want to upload your own stuff and mix and match with the stuff that they have already, you can do that. And if you go ahead and do that, and you head over to battlebards.com, go ahead and use our code ADVENTURE. So give yourself a little extra stuff courtesy of us. We'll thank you. They'll thank you. And you'll thank yourself because you'll have some nice music for your dungeons.
We're dragging.
Or maybe screams. I don't know. Screams work too.
I don't know. You're pretty
That's if you're
fucking
playing
good
the
at that on your own.
Alien RPG.
I have that. I got the core book now.
So, we will be live again tomorrow night, and by we, I mean Lindsay.
Hi! It's me!
You intentionally waited. That's unfair.
No, no.
She will be doing our weekly paint and chat, and she will be continuing to paint Stone here,
Ooh.
who is coming along
Oh, wow.
quite nicely.
Lindsay,
I
don't
am
paint it.
so excited to finish him. I hope I finish him tomorrow.
He is from our Hero Forge giveaway that we finally got to because of COVID shipping and all that fun stuff. So you painted him last week, and you were going to hopefully finish him up tomorrow night. And then we'll send them off to Froy, who can use him in any campaign he desires.
Yay!
Ooh.
Quite
I'm so excited.
Yeah, and
And you just
After
can't
that-
hide it.
after that, we have got some very intense minis that need painting that I'm looking at right now.
Might you say there's a legion of minis?
Well, there was quite a legion of minis. That is something else entirely. We got Darth Vader here. He needs painted. We got some Star Wars ones that we need to get through. But there is something much bigger that needs painted. It's sitting right over there on that shelf.
Is it the Hydra?
What Hydra?
I posted it on Twitter.
She ruined the
It's
surprise.
not the Hydra.
You both ruined it. Both your fault. Anyway,
No, there's another one that I want to do.
I know that, but no one knew what I was talking about, so that could have been anything.
It still is anything because it's not the Hydra.
Oh my god. Hey, audience. Hi. How you doing? It's just you and me now.
He's gonna be
Wait
like,
a
don't
minute.
get
See the
married.
shit? No, I'm not listening to him. You see the shit I'm dealing with?
Don't get married.
I'm the
I never said
producer
that.
here. I can make it just audience and me.
You know, to be fair, I tried, and I'm taking that advice.
Well. And then after tomorrow night's,
I have an 8 intelligence. Leave me alone.
we'll be back later in the week, streaming more the Knights of the Old Republic on Friday, and we will wrap things up this week with Matt's DM prep sessions on Saturday morning, which is much better than Saturday morning cartoons, which is hard to beat.
The schedule may still say 9 to 11, but it's probably going to be 10 to 12 instead.
Okay.
Ooh.
I will make that update. 10 to noon.
While you're waiting for Matt to start on
Oh.
Saturday, new Warhammer preview on their channel that I'm gonna go be watching and talking about a lot in the Discord.
Ooh.
9 a.m. It's called The Dead and the Divine.
Two of my favorite things.
Lots of things going on.
Yeah, you guys see
Go ahead.
Kangaroo Archer Cavalry coming.
Kangaroo Archer Cavalry?
Yeah, let me get you the picture because I
Look, there's
it's
enough
obvious.
things from Australia that can kill us.
Hang on,
Why
hang on.
are we giving weapons to the kangaroos?
No, it's for the Lumineth, the current IO faction. It's the faction.
Because fuck
my
us,
news
Dan,
nerds.
that's why.
But Kangaroo Archer Cavalry.
You know, that is literally two things I never pictured together.
Wait, so?
Oh my god.
All right. Do I have? Thought I did. There's got to be a. Let's use this.
Hope you guys appreciate the gifts I sent.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, and the new Undead faction.
All right. Cool. So that is the rest of our weekly schedule. So feel
Oh
free
my god,
to
that is fucking up. Sorry.
feel free to follow us on that. Head over to our Discord. That's where most of our updates come from, along with Twitter. But you can always look for the whimsical go live notifications that I leave in all of our stuff. So let's get back into tonight's session. As the four of you have pulled up along shore of the eastern bank of the river, running next to this unmarked woods, forest, unnamed, whatever you want to, I guess, refer to it as, but it basically has no name. Which most people will see as a cop-out excuse for a DM. Oh, it's got no name. It's mysterious. Fuck you.
Just remember, Tolkien made like this whole language, super complex elf names and elf words and stuff, but the big bad evil mountain in the whole series is called Mount Doom.
Because what brings more terror than doom?
No, not Doom. It's just Mount Doom. Just flat. Have all this other complex. Could give trees smells and stuff in words. Evil mountain, Mount Doom.
Dude.
So don't feel bad. Don't you feel bad, DM?
Dude.
No. Feel bad, DM.
So,
How many times can we make him say so?
all right, who the fuck wants psychic damage? Because you're about to get it.
I just have
Alright.
cheese.
Well, we know who's getting it first. Lindsay was that kid in class, and someone was like, "Come on, extra homework, Lindsay."
Oh wait, Record's gonna realize that his bread that he's wet is ruined.
Pull
Hi.
up along this
Oh,
shoreline.
Lindsay too. That's me.
You have secured your boats. Two of you are soaked and drying off as the sun is beginning to creep over in the west behind the misty mountains. But you still have some time for daylight.
No, come back.
And the other boats are some feet from you. And the woods seem still and silent. What would you like to do?
Let's go in the woods.
Sure. We can also, as we go into the woods, scout out a potential place for rest for when we decide to retire for the night.
Now, I could try sneaking ahead, but if we try to sneak as a group, couple of you probably going to give us away.
Not me. Well, then, I mean, I can look for a place to rest and already get a fire set up if you guys would prefer, like, not all of us going.
We could all go. I'm just saying.
Cool. Let's all go. We can do this.
Yes,
Famous last
indeed.
words.
Who has disadvantage on stealth?
Who's wearing heavy armor? You have disadvantage on stealth.
No, I don't.
Because...
I'm a Rivendell elf. No, it's my warrior thing.
Alright,
It's a class.
it's my warrior thing. It really narrowed it down.
Part of being weapon master. Because I'm a
You,
weapon
you
master.
just know how to just walk just right in your plate armor that it doesn't jangle.
I waddle very
I want a
carefully.
stealth. I want a stealth.
Okay,
I want
Arachne
you
wants
now.
to stealth, so let us stealth.
Alright.
She walks well enough. It sounds like Santa's sleigh bells.
So I'm gonna like start going ahead with going with the.
Valley, don't tell them my secret.
Alright,
I
go
do not
ahead.
have bells wrapped around my ankles.
Go ahead and give stealth checks.
No. Are we in the wilderness?
Is that successful? Because if it is, I want to make it magical.
I still have powdered reed
I don't
base.
think it matters. Never mind. Oh!
20, 21,
20.
20, 11.
What up?
I want to make mine magical and use my inspiration that I've held on for so long.
Stand by. Let me look something up for you then,
Uh-oh.
because that's
Bum bum.
where is. I'm going to say you cannot make that one magical.
Ooh.
Unfortunately.
Sad.
Alright. So the party wishes to proceed into the forest. Stealthily, by the looks of things. How are you guys moving in? Like in terms of like a marching order, you don't have to be a single file line, but I just want to get the idea of what you're...
I am letting Callan here lead.
Ah, nice. Callan
I'm
here
gonna
will
go-
lead.
idea.
I'm gonna. So if Callan here is leading, I'm gonna stay within eyesight of them, and I'm gonna move a little bit more towards the outside, like still within earshot and eye shot of the group, but
Okay.
able to provide cover in case like some shit happens.
Yes, I'll stay behind Cal here and in front of them to protect anyone who needs protecting.
Yeah, I wanted to do something similar to what Volley just described, but like on the opposite end, I guess.
Real original, yo.
Sorry.
I guess we're in like a cross pattern.
Yeah, something
Roughly.
like that.
But
So you
I
three
mean,
have an
the-
aligned
the way
horizontal.
the way Valley described it, it sounds like he's like 30 to 60 feet away from.
I wanted to be
Down
like
here.
20.
You want to be 20 from.
Like
Okay.
20 diagonally off to the like right, I guess, of
Yeah,
calendar.
yeah.
I want
Exactly.
I want to be 29.5.
If something's in front of Callan here, I can still make it.
I'm gonna call him Colin Her from now on.
Shut up.
Nope.
On her.
All right. As you guys begin to make your way into the forest, you get about 20 or so feet in, and the lighting changes as the sun not only begins to set more, but the density of the tree line blocks a lot of it out. So it does get darker in here into almost a dim light. So visibility for you non-elves gets a little bit harder. But as you move quietly and slowly into the forest, keeping an ear out and an eye out for things, everybody give me a perception check.
Another 20.
Callan here's on fire.
Ooh, 18.
20, 10, 18. Aragrin.
Doing it.
13, thank you.
Yep.
Callan here, Volley, and Aracrin, as you guys get deeper into the woods at this point, probably like 50, 60 feet from the shoreline, you hear peculiar, faint sounds coming deeper within. You hear almost like a creaking or a shifting as something either is slowly moving and rustling of brush or leaves or something to that effect. And Callan here, you had the highest.
Mm-hmm.
You swear in the distance you hear a faint, soft laughter, like a giggling.
Cool.
That's
I
not
don't want
him.
to sleep tonight.
It sounds like there's a party up ahead.
Just hearing the creaking is a little suspicious to me alone. I'm gonna at least draw out my bow.
Okay.
Oh, my shit ready.
I am not going to be armed.
Okay.
Party?
Cause you a bitch.
Yeah.
Cal here is far ahead of us, so he can't hear us. We can't
Oh.
hear him.
Oh,
That's
okay,
true.
that's fair. I'm just gonna go try to find the giggling. Someone's having fun, and Callan here doesn't want to miss out on it.
All right. So Volley,
I'm never going somewhere mad ever again.
Volley proceeds with his bow out. Anelia didn't hear any of this. And the two of you, everybody just continues to press on, moving in about another 20 or so feet. Let me look at this. Callan here, as you guys move deeper in, the laughter doesn't ever sound like it gets closer, but then at times it sounds to come from different directions. And the creaking never remains constant. It will happen for about a second or two, it'll grow a little bit louder and then soften out, and then you won't hear it for another minute or two until you hear some brush move about, and then the creaking comes back.
Ah, well, they're being very sneaky about their party. I don't like it. Talon here is just going to pinch himself really quick, just to make
Okay.
sure he's like not under the effect of anything.
Okay.
Like if he just cause himself pain.
Sure. Yeah, you pinch yourself. You feel the skin tighten and that sharp pain come through. You feel it. You look around. You do notice, and probably about 10 or so feet, a very thin fog is woven throughout the wood. It's
So-
not dense enough where you can't see through it. You just see like almost like a shimmering haze through the woods.
So
Okay.
is it like really eerie right now?
Like feeling wise, just atmospheric.
Yeah.
Once you guys get further in, Anelia, you start to hear these things as well. It dimly lit. There's this laughter and this creaking. Other than that, you don't hear any sounds of like nature.
Mm-hmm.
Eerie is one way to put it for sure.
So, Anelia will also try to look around a little bit better, I guess. But do there seem to be any creatures that dwell in the Wraith world around with her against the unseen feature?
Give me a perception check.
Oh.
Well, if you blink a bit and sort of breathe and look around, and you see the world shift in color almost, and you see like black on this like porcelain blue white as most of the objects take this shape, and you see the shimmering of fog come through, and a shifting of like mists and swirling energies as you glimpse into the Wraith world. And you look around, but you don't see any forms. You don't see anything moving. There doesn't seem to be any wraiths or otherworldly presence here at this moment.
Okay.
Can I pinpoint, using my natural watchfulness, just doubling my perception, just pinpoint where specifically like the noises are loudest, or where more often they're coming from?
Sure, go ahead and give me a perception check. You can double it with your natural watchfulness.
All of these features
Ooh.
to try to remember.
Hey, character sheets, man.
Yeah.
22. It is incredibly difficult to pinpoint the laughter that you are now hearing very faintly. You hear it off in the distance to the north, which would be your left, and then a few seconds later, behind you, and then out in front of you. It seems to be moving around, but it never seems to change distance.
Okay.
As far as the creaking is considered, that does seem to be getting louder the closer you guys go in, or the further you guys go in. That doesn't seem to move around you, at least. It does seem to be moving, but it doesn't seem to move too much in any one direction. It's pretty much been out in front of you for a while now.
Okay, with that, along with holding my bow in one hand, I'm just going to pull an arrow out of my quiver and just kind of hold it just kind of relaxed in my hand, just kind of in my offhand off to the side, so in case it does come, I can just pull the arrow and go.
Okay.
So not holding an action, but just holding an arrow.
Anybody else doing anything?
If no one else is, Callan here might do something really dumb.
Use a
Shocker.
dumb thing.
So Callan here's gonna break his stealth.
Okay.
Because he's a little suspicious of the giggling. And he doesn't think stealth is necessarily the best way to go anymore. And instead, he's going to keep watching the same direction he's been going. But he's gonna pull out his flute, and he's gonna play his best performance possible for whatever's in these forests as he just goes marching forward.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a performance check.
19.
19. All right. You just begin playing a few notes, and you play about 3 or 4 at the beginning of a song, and then you stop and listen around, and then you hear the notes in response being played back.
Well, I'm gonna play this little game with them then. I'm gonna play my notes and I'm gonna walk in the direction I hear the notes coming back from.
All right,
Did
so
we all
you
hear the notes?
pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
You definitely hear Callan hears for sure.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be a little pep in his step. He's like, "Oh, they're playing a game with me. Ooh."
Be careful, Callan here.
I can't hear you.
See, you're what?
Oh no, I'm just trying to stay in my stealth, and she's got. Nelia has one hand on the hilt of one of her scimitars now, and she's trying to stay low, and she's gonna try to get a little closer to Callan here as he walks forward, just so that she can be on guard.
Okay. It's Callan here. Plays his flute and proudly marches onward into this forest, and you hear he will play a few bars, and then it is returned to him in the distance, and you continue walking in as you just laughter is almost picked up now. It is slightly louder, and it is more frequent, but it doesn't change in like tone. It still sounds just like a giggle, like something is humorous to them or whoever. But you continue marching onward for probably another 40 to 50 feet.
Oh, I was thought that was gonna be minutes. I was like, "Oh."
No. 40 or 50 feet. And at this point, the sun is beginning to completely set. The fog has picked up ever so slightly. It's a bit thicker now. And the creaking has stopped.
Are the notes still coming back to me?
They are. But as you finish the last part of the song, everything, the last note you play echoes into the forest and eventually ceases. And a silence sort of takes over the forest as you guys continue to move, and then you stop. And as you all stop, I need all of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, oh,
Oh my.
oh. 26. Whoa, woo. Ah.
It's not good.
15. I'll take that.
15, 26, 4, and a 9. Oh, wait. 16.
18.
Why are rogues so good?
Sometimes love don't feel like it should. Rogue so good.
Okay.
So as you four march forward and come to a brief stop, as the minute your feet hit the ground and come to a stop, you feel a tension come to your ankles and begin to grip around your feet. Talon here and Arachrin, the two of you catch this at the last second and slip out of whatever is trying to grab you, and you quickly move off to the side. Anelia and Volley, your ankles completely become wrapped around in something and lift you off your feet, dangling you up in the air, completely upside down. The two of you, for all intents and purposes, are prone, but you are suspended in midair as something has grappled you and pulled you closer to the treetops.
She is so not amused. First she nearly drowned, now she's being held up in the air. Not a good day.
You're about probably 15 feet off the ground.
Can she try to slash at whatever holding? Like, can she just, like, since she had a hand on the hilt of her scimitar, can she just, like, whip it out and just make a slash above her feet?
You can try. As I was about to narrate something, but go for it.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
No, you know, you want to do something. You want to do something. You're gonna do it.
I didn't mean it.
Roll your attack. Roll your
The
attack.
squirrels are back.
Roll your attack. Roll your damn attack.
Damn squirrels.
Squirrel comes out in the
At disadvantage
how
because you are
Then
prone.
you gotta do something. Hey,
Just one, or as if it's an action?
Roll at disadvantage once as you try to make a swipe because you're being ruled as prone.
You lost the sword now.
oh.
Yep. So as you get pulled up into the air, you reach down through to the hilt of one of your scimitars and you pull it out, but fighting gravity, as you pull it back, you completely lose a grip of it and it falls clanging to the wood floor beneath you.
Oh, she's just mumbling a number of curses in Elvish now.
As this happens, those of you that did not get ensnared, so Callan here and Arachrin, the two of you sort of move closer to each other for a minute and try to get your bearings as you see your two companions get pulled to the tops of the trees practically and are dangling above you.
Just hang in there, guys.
You got this, you're doing great.
Volley just looks in a very fuck.
She'll shout at Callan here to shut up and Quenya.
Volley, for what it's worth, you still have the arrow notched, so you're still holding it. You're like,
Yeah, I know, but it's like seeing that right now kind of just sways me. It's like, well, shit.
Off in the distance, deeper into the woods, maybe about 20 feet or so, you see a faint, like, greenish glow. Like a very dull green.
I think it's a ghost.
Is it coming closer?
It is not. It just seems to be stationary, but there is something deeper that seems to be emanating some sort of green light. And as you are seeing this, the laughter comes back, and it seems to be closer.
I'm gonna go ahead and
I'm gonna go. I have a funny idea. I'm gonna go get Anelia's sword. I'm gonna look up and kind of like, what happened to you two?
Oh, you know, just hanging out, lad.
um,
I would appreciate it if you can get me down.
I don't see what you're attached to. Callan here, is that ghost thingy coming any closer?
no, but I'm
How
gonna
the
go
fuck
closer
do you
to
not
it.
See what I'm attached to.
I'm gonna go say hi to it. Seems friendly.
You're
Wait,
just kind of floating.
You fucking idiots.
Can I see a ghost now? Is it a ghost?
Callan
It's
here.
a green light thing. I'm gonna go over there. I'll be
Callan
back.
here is gonna take a swig of wine, offer some to Arachrin.
Yeah, I'll take some.
Let's go and have a party,
It's
Arachrin.
like a good 5-second like chug.
Okay, not
I'm
everything.
looking
I
at-
want to get drunk too.
Hello?
And then I'm just gonna skip toward the light.
Yeah, I'll go towards the light.
Is there anything
All right.
at the light?
As I see my idiot companions go towards the light, I'm gonna take my bow and arrow and go, ah, son of a bitch. And
We'll
I'm
be
gonna,
back. Don't do
I'm
anything
gonna take
rash.
my arrow. I'm gonna take my arrow and try and aim at one of the, I'm assuming, branches or whatnot are holding me up.
Alright, give me 1 second.
He's reading the
Let's
book
get
as we go along.
You think this is in the book? You're cute.
So it's worse. He's making it up on the fly.
My secret. I'm always making it up.
I feel like it needs to be like that Hulk meme. Oh, that's my secret. I'm always
Yeah, right.
making it up.
It's like I was playing Icewind Dale. They kept like, this NPC didn't have very many options. They're like, what about now? And I'm like, hint, hint, hint. And then I'm like, okay, he just attacks at this point.
Callan here, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that is not counting here. Strong suit. A 14 though.
Oh no.
14. Well, you played pretty much right into it. You feel this unearthly pull towards it and an uncontrollable urge to get closer to that light.
Yes, I do. I before I rolled the wisdom saving throw, I had that urge.
Is that the laugh?
It is now.
I think you peaked your
Alright.
mic just a little bit.
Probably.
Do I gotta make a win?
What are you doing?
He's
Uh,
walking up
something.
with me.
I was going
Okay.
with on here, yeah.
Okay, yeah, make a wisdom save. I thought you said you went and did something.
Well, I went and grabbed the sword and then laughed at them and then
Yeah.
went with him. I'm gonna spend my inspiration on this one. That's just advantage, right?
Wisdom is it's just a re-roll.
Okay.
If you don't like it, you can just re-roll.
I think I'm gonna re-roll since I know what the effect is. On the 14.
That one. That one.
Nat
Oh,
one.
It's worse.
Yep, same thing. You two of you feel
We're holding
this
hands.
urge to get closer to this light.
We're
And as
so
you
dead.
They're like the fucking twins from The Shining.
as you get closer, you see that it's a lantern hanging from a lower branch of a tree that is intricately designed in silvers and designed with like leaves and branch-like decoration. But the flame inside is this bluish green,
This is oddly disappointing.
and you just are watching this flame, watching the light dance
Can
and
I-
reflect off the surrounding areas, and you feel nothing else other than this right now.
Can
As
I
the
add
two
just-
of you back there
can I
are
add just a-
dangling, going, "Where the hell did my friends go?"
Can I
Can
just
I
add
see
a
what
little
the-
twist to my enthrallment?
I'm trying to shoot the thing holding me up.
Yeah, you go ahead and add your twist.
I'm gonna be entranced by this, but I'm not just gonna like keep like stared at like a zombie. I'll just like dance around it, keeping it in front of my face the entire time.
Now I'm gonna stare at it with like a droll face, like,
Excellent. Volley, go ahead and roll your attack at disadvantage.
Okay.
18.
Not bad.
You hanging upside down, you hold your breath and take aim basically near your feet, and you're swaying a bit, rotating, and then eventually you let go, and the arrow flies straight for about, it's really goddamn close, it's less than 5 feet away, and it hits, and then makes contact with the bark and bounces off and smacks against the tree next to you and falls to the ground, seemingly having no effect, and you're just dangling there going as you look down, you watch the arrow just cream to the ground, and you look back up and you look at the tree next to you, and you see this bright yellow eye looking right back at you.
Volley just gets very wide-eyed for a second, like, oh.
And at that point, Arachrin and Callan here, as you two are engrossed with this light, somebody comes up from behind the two of you, and since you're dancing, Callan here, this individual puts their arm around Arachrin and just leans up against him.
I'm just gonna laugh at the guy.
It appears we have visitors in our woods. Wonder what brings them here today. As he looks back behind him towards the two dangling. Oh. There you are. You bring them down. Bring them back to our camp. You horns can have your fun later. Come, everyone. We have a feast to attend.
Ooh, I like feast.
As
The hell
two of
is
you
happening?
dangling are slowly let down to the ground, but your ankles are never released. And soon vines creep up around you and entangle you, restraining you.
Have I been able to see what was at the light?
If you look over from where you were, you see a pale form with long, almost whitish blonde hair, with a pair of pointy ears poking out from that hairline.
So, when I tried to ask the first time, was I able to see that it was a lantern over there? Or was the light too bright enough to notice the features of it?
From where you were, you probably saw the reflection of the light, but not the light itself.
Okay.
So you saw like a green glow coming from the forest that two of your companions walked
Okay.
towards.
And I just couldn't tell what it was from afar.
No, not from where you were.
Okay, because I tried asking and we were all talking over each other, so I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, that happens. But the two of you get tangled up and restrained by vines and roots and are left on the ground. And then a couple of moments later, you hear a as you both look up and you see like a 12-foot tree with big glowing yellow eyes look down over you, reach down and pick you both up, and walks deeper into the forest. Go ahead and give me a lore check. All of you, those that see it.
No.
14.
Okay, so this is going to be a little interesting of a DC. Volley and Callan here, you know what these are. Callan here, you probably mentally make note of it, but you're so engulfed by this flame that you... But this is a Hjorn. It's not an Ent. It is essentially a smaller tree-like creature that the elves gave life to. So this is a Hjorn. And the elven stranger walks over to the lantern that you two are still staring at, and he grabs it by the tip and unhooks it from the branch and walks backwards, dangling it as the two of you continue to follow, as the horn brings the other two companions in tow. And that is where we are going to end tonight.
Getting carried off by a fucking tree.
As the four of you have been ensnared in something. A Hjorn and a mysterious elven fellow.
The other two don't know what the tree is.
No. I'm dumber than a box of rocks.
Okay.
Unfortunately, no.
I would spend no time in Fangorn.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens next week as 2 of you are enthralled, and 2 of you are restrained. And to your knowledge, there is an elf and a tree residing over you. So
Allah.
let's see what happens as you guys try to find out what's going on here and where these goods went to that were allegedly stolen. So, thank you all for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed this session. We will be back again next week. Same time, same place, all the fun stuff. And we will be again live tomorrow night with our paint and chat as Lindsay will continue to paint stone.
Yeah.
We'll be painting stone. And if you want to keep up with the rest of us, go ahead and follow us on Twitter and Discord. And you will see all of our shenanigans throughout there. Christopher Stroud podcast is up as well, episodes 1 and 2. We're working on 3. And we are still in the process of uploading all of our other VODs and shenanigans to YouTube as well. You should be able to find those links on the Twitch page here. Worst case, pop in Discord, and we've got highlights and everything going on in there. So, thank you all, and have a good rest of your night. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.